Hello out there. We are on the air. Just going to send out the pat signal, let everyone know that we are live. Please let me know if I'm coming through loud and clear. On the screen there, you see the results, the top five of the most recent mock draft. And wouldn't you know, in a league that now has 8 user GMs, thank you to all of you for joining in, making 25% of this league user GMs. Just wonderful. I can't explain how much better this will make things going forward from a competitive standpoint and from just a management standpoint. Of I don't have to babysit 25% of the league and their potentially dumb decisions, and all of your good decisions will sort of trickle down, I assume. D Chuck, hey hey, is it appropriate for me to be here, or does it ruin your draft plans? No, no. The onus is on me to not get stream sniped. I'm happy to have you. In fact, I look forward to your contributions and everyone else that'll be here. I'm just sending out the link right now. And I'm going to go plug in this phone. Can't have it dying on me midstream. Why does it always sound so bathroom related when I say that? Check by not turning the volume off my phone. Fun times, fun times. So D-Chuck in the chat is one of my good friends. Geez, we've been friends for like 20 years. My God. Um, and he's been so kind as to be one of the 8 user members. 2 of them are myself. I'm shadow GMing the 49ers to try and make them a powerhouse in the background while we follow the journey of the Cardinals here. But 6 others have joined me. Some friends through Discord, one of our viewers here, a couple of real life friends. It's just lovely and humbling and is going to make this a whole lot more fun. Just taking a drink. Oh, that's right. It's Raw tonight. I always watch my wrestling after the fact. All right, we're going to check the clock here. 2 minutes to go. So I think we'll look down at least the top 10. Oh, Alaska. He is the GM of the Commanders, showing up for duty in the mock draft. Now, he traded with the Raiders up from 12 to 2. Now, I don't know if it's a spoiler, a prediction, or what. Could be entirely wrong. My belief is he's going to take one of the elite to Red Boy and to Dabrowskiego for their cap suggestions. There are 4 caps in this draft. So Dennis David, suggested by Red Boy. He is a beast, to be sure. Although, are there going to be injury issues? Dramatic pause. Kirk Zonner, suggested by Dabrowskiego, also a beast. Both of them probably worth the draft picks and why they're likely to go 1 and 2. There are virtually no other worthy quarterbacks, at least to my knowledge, in the draft class. I set it to a very weak draft for QBs and created those 2 for this purpose, especially since we drafted one, the last one. We knew I wasn't going to draft one, so it doesn't matter if I know what's good and what's not with the QBs. Our third created player, Bobby Boucher from the Waterboy movie. Shout out to Wild Bronco, the Broncos GM in this universe as well. Just a very tiny, very small, but very quick sack beast out there is an option. And last, and no, he's not least because the other one's the puncher that we have, OP McAfee. We're going to go like right to the bottom. Forrest Gump, which look at the left of the screen, look in the middle. One of the weirdest athletes, elite speed, elite acceleration, but those lateral moves just they are not there. Halfback, I think. Spoiler, I think that's an A kick return. I think he might have maxed out 99 kick return. I don't remember. I did this like 3 weeks ago, and anywho, that's set up for the draft. How close are we? Okay, it is 8 p.m. I hope everyone is ready and active and in the league, ready to report for duty. Clear my throat because I'm a professional. Alaska. I won't say who, but I do hope that the Saints do not take a certain someone, or else we may have to make another move. Won't spoil anything. Ooh, fascinating. Well, we will find out in mere moments. So, the way we will do this, a reminder for the user GMs, because I sent that stack of rules like days ago. Um, it helps if you're in the chat here to let me know. If you need a timeout to trade down, you get to do that one time just to keep things moving. And we will use the draft timer for user picks. We're going to watch the first two rounds, and then we will jump from user pick to user pick, and everyone will have 2 minutes to make their selection. I think it's two. Hopefully that's enough time. Hopefully, we know who we want and they're there and we can just pick quickly. But no pressure. We have a couple hours here if we need it. Jiggles is here. Hey, hey. Hold up. I need to do a little reading here. Can't be at my PS5 at home, but at least I can join the stream. Oh, very nice. Love the fact we have all the GMs in here. So this is also going to be a test with the favorites tab. I am not going to reveal mine because I have a bunch of people picking before me, but you'll see it in the draft. If you set your favorites, it's my understanding it's like setting your ranks in fantasy football or fantasy sports in general, and it will automatically draft from there. We're going to test that because I'm shadow GMing the 49ers, so I'm clearly not on that account. I set my favorites. We will see who they draft. Anyways, let's do it to it, everyone. We'll watch the first two rounds, then bounce to user picks. Just as a reminder, everyone can trade down one time. Please let me know in the chat here if you need that timeout. And apologies if things don't go according to plan. First time even trying this, so this is a guinea pig. This is a guinea pig to be sure. And the New Orleans Saints are on the clock. We might have to wait the whole 2 minutes, so hope everyone's having a good night. I've been just quickly worried about juggling these plates or spinning dish. What? I don't know the turn phrase. There's a reason I'm a former attempted sports broadcaster. I'm just an old guy that streams after work in his living room. Alaska, we can trade down, but can we also trade for another pick as well, or just trade down? It'll be hard to standing is like right now. I don't think I can make a trade. Never mind. I guess I can. Like if you want to, my goal is we had plenty of time to jostle pick numbers ahead of time. You get one opportunity for me to like pause it for you to make a trade. We'll say that. But if you want to trade up and can pull it off in a reasonable amount of time, yeah, go ahead. Point of this is to have fun, not restrict you guys. Sorry, I realized that was a very wishy-washy answer. I kind of made up my mind as you were asking. All right, I assume in 20 seconds things will kick off, so to speak. And for CPU picks, we might just hit skip. If it's going to make us wait 2 whole minutes, like, we're not doing that. And the first pick of the NFL draft is Dennis David out of Rutgers University. So, as mentioned, Dennis David. Oh, Alaska needs a few. All right, he's going to need that timeout. Pause. We will give you 5 minutes here, Alaska. So at 16 past, I will resume the timer. Oh, Jiggles is saying you could have traded up to one or at least offered. Now, since it's draft night, if after this you guys want to trade your picks, that's okay. It's just not trading for rookies in their first or second year, but like draft night trades happen. D Chuck, do we have a Discord for the league? I'm going to try and get that. Try. I'm going to get that set up tomorrow. I just have been working most of the last week, and this has all come fairly suddenly. But yeah, I'll get that set up. The season won't start until Wednesday. To, after this, we'll probably have about 12 hours for us to just be on the post draft screen. You guys can rename your players, move their positions, although there's not a lot of use for that, but sometimes it works things around. Get your team right. Use a couple more of those trades have been allocated. Everyone gets 7 trades. One second. Drink of water. So, David, one of the created QBs, it appears as though Alaska is not necessarily feeling the number 2 QB on the board, Zonner, who honestly I think is good. I would take him. I will say this from an overall standpoint, he is better than Jiggles was on draft night last year when I got him in the 3rd round. If quarterbacks perform, they develop quickly, proper quickly. Oh yeah, Alaska, you have a little bit of time, Haas. It's only been 3 minutes. Talking to the Patriots. We'll take a look at the prospects projected to go next here. Carlos Talbot was the projected first overall pick, an absolute beastly looking wide receiver. You see a nearly straight A's across the board there. Big body. Go along with quite good physicals. I mean, speed is top 15 in the class to go along with a lot of 5'8" and 5'9" speedy boys. Still great speed, which, if memory serves, means at least 92 or 93, which wouldn't kick that out of the bed for eating crackers at that height. And I didn't scout this man, but what skills you can unlock there, they're all on the upper end of the spectrum in what you want. Now, even though he's a little further down on the board, clearly another key man in the discussion is Zonner here. We did look at him a little bit earlier. Yeah, now that we're post free agency, most of the teams have used up their cap, my man. You probably aren't going to be able to trade for players. Like, I think it's probably just picks. Oh, even then, yeah, if you're trying to trade down, the projected money is that, like, for the second overall pick, they're going to make a lot more than, say, the 22nd overall pick will. So that is a thing if teams are close to the cap currently. Now, the throw power is elite. That's the main thing you look for in a quarterback if they're not a scrambler. Zonner is not. He is pocket all day, every day. Don't have as much unlocked. Okay, Alaska's saying he's close. See a lot of wide receivers. In the draft class strength screen, we have a trade to announce, says Alaska. Am I good to resume then, my man? Because trading down for the third overall pick. So we will hit resume. All right. Oh, ha. What did you do? Oh, trading his first next year. Looks like two-thirds this year and a fourth this year. Oh, no, a second. And Jahan Dotson also getting back Devontae Parker in the process. Fascinating. Big moves, big moves. Let me know in the chat what you guys think. So, picking Carlos Talbot, the beastly wide receiver out of Stanford. Nope, nope. Mark, I did not expect that either. That's kind of the fun of having some user GMs, though. Doing Brian Burke things, trading to get second and third in the same draft. But he spent a pretty penny, like the amount of futures next year and in this draft as well, and getting Zonner. So I'm sure D-Chuck and the Seahawks are glad that they traded for a quarterback prospect in the Packers system. This means the Rams are on the clock. I haven't heard from Ripa yet, so I'm not sure if he's here live, but we will give him his 2 minutes. Jiggles didn't expect that either. I think you guys can take a look at the trade. I don't love the layout here. Kind of like the IRL Texans. Oh, fair, fair. So Devontae Parker and the first in exchange for a first next year, third this year, a third this year, and a second this year. And Jahan Dotson. Strongly agree. Following all the moves this weekend was a disaster. Really? Season. Men's layout is tough. I agree with you. There are parts I like about it, and definitely a lot of things that I feel like need improvement. And why not try if it's not exceptional? Excuse me. Oh, nearing the selection time. Yeah, I haven't heard from Ripa. Maybe he's still at work. Getting Keenan Barkley out of USC. Oh, hey Dean, how's it going? Oh, he's not at his PS5. Fair. Alaska, it sucks that that much was spent in the sense that from this that we don't have a first rounder for 2 seasons, but I'm happy with this. Well, you know what? I think you should be. You have what I assume is a franchise quarterback and a franchise wide receiver with Terry McLaurin there to show him the ropes. And Keontae Hines, halfback going sixth overall. I did scout halfbacks in his region, the Northwest, I think, up to 75%, and he looks like a beast. Seems a little early, but he looks like a beast. And Deshaun Blades of the now of the New York Giants. Pardon me, words are hard apparently. Okay, this is going at a pretty brisk pace with the CPU picks. Shoot, I missed who Mark drafted the Seahawks. Was it Boss the linebacker? Ooh, Watkins. Oh, the right end. Chargers, interestingly, going halfback. You're most likely moving him to outside linebacker. That's fair. Yeah. As far as position changes, feel free. The only thing I'm gonna say is a no good is moving wide receivers to tight end. Like just draft or trade for your tight ends. Pretty much anything else, I would say goes unless you guys can think of a reason I shouldn't. Alaska, the wide receivers seemed stupid good too. Had like 90s to 80s and mostly everything. When I saw Jiggles didn't take him, I knew I wanted him, but also knew there was no way I was getting Zonner if I didn't get another pick. Yeah, smart. You saw your window and you jumped for it, man. Fair. Got some good pieces on that Washington team now. Burley, the right end, going to the Jets. Jiggles, fair. I have a Olave plus a young wide receiver, so no need to stack another wideout with the premium pick. Fair. So, Jiggles, any insight on what you might be doing with Dallas? Oh my gosh, Dallas Landon, the rookie, I think sixth rounder they drafted the year before, that is star dev, but is a 70 overall. Trey McDaniel's going to the Buccaneers. That wide receiver room's kind of crazy. I think he'll be fourth on the depth chart as a first rounder with Tyler Lockett. And so, one thing that's going to happen over the next day and a half, I have the day off. I'm going to shadow GM for the CPU teams. Buccaneers are going to trade a wide receiver, get him in the top three. Can develop him, but also worth seeing the trade value. Ooh, fair. Got Heineke and Foles to over mentor Mr. David. Smart man. Use the mentor tag. And Alan Myers, the tight end, going to Wild Bronco. Not sure if Wild Bronco's with us tonight, but yeah, Myers was. I'm looking for a tight end. I trade Trey McBride, and he looks like a beast as well. Three halfbacks in the first 15 picks. What year is it? Like, it looks like a beastly halfback class, but holy cow. I did not see them moving this fast and furiously early on. I thought the wide receivers would be more of the thing du jour. Cole Kaysen going to the Steelers. Smart. They've two. They're very top heavy at wide receiver. Remember looking at their roster. Alaska. I mean, I wouldn't mind him as a backup plan, but I need to give you a QB back in return. Not willing to pay too high for him either, for your information. Fair. Demarcus Clifford, the defensive tackle out of Oklahoma, going to the Dolphins. And that'll bring up the Houston Texans, Corey's team. See where he goes. I believe they have a first and 2 seconds. And so much cap space, an excellent roster to start. I have a personal affinity for them since they're the team that I used in Madden 23 and did some good things. Oh, Dean, you got Barkley. Is that who you wanted? Yes, sir, he says. All right, good, good. So part of the fun is I have two of my real life friends, Mark and Dean, playing against in the same division, in addition to me shadow GMing the 49ers, and as a 49ers fan, always trying to make them dominant. So it's just going to be a beatdown of a division. Should be fun. That division is scary, says Alaska, who, reminder, is the Commanders GM. You know what? Our whole conference is basically usered. No, I shouldn't say that. That's not even close to being accurate. A healthy chunk of our conference. I'm scared of everyone in my division, says Seahawks GM Mark. And who will the Texans take here? Justin DeBose, the cornerback out of Penn State. I was definitely looking at corners, and he looks pretty beastly. Definitely one of the better picks in this draft, I think. I'm glad I'm the only user in my division, says Jiggles. Still in our conference, though, Haas. And I'm always in the background shadow GMing for a day there. Eric Albert, the right tackle, going to the Green Bay Packers. Oh, that's me. We are taking Marcus Whitlock, safety out of Alabama. We have a couple minutes, so let's look at his card here. Look at those physicals. Elite speed, elite strength, good in everything else. Near the top of his position, nearly everything. Looks like, to me, a low awareness beast. Nearly all A's and B's. C in man coverage, F in kick return, C awareness. Who cares? And as you see at the top there, had him 100% scouted. And talent-wise, it means that this is about the right place to take him. So we are taking Whitlock. And he is a hidden dev, 93 speed, 92 acceleration, 6'2" out of Alabama. I can dig it. Hey Bronco, welcome, welcome. Pretty lonely in the AFC user wise. How's that tight end you drafted, my man? Looks pretty good. Walter Boss going to the Vikings. So he was still in the green room longer than expected. He was projected to go fifth overall in the mock draft. Oh, that's me again. And the reason I made that trade after I traded down to trade back for a second pick in the first round, Danny Tolbert right here. Nice hidden dev, says Bronco for the tight end. 6 foot corner, not overly tall, but I like the aggressive ball hawk. Yeah, he'll get penalties. No one's perfect. Amazing looking physicals. Crappy jumping, but who cares? It is what it is. And the A man coverage, A injury, I feel like everything else can be taught. Plus, again, round one talent. 95 speed, 96 acceleration, hidden dev. I'm in. Oh, D Chuck, after I found out the mock draft takes your top favorite, I kept him on top of my board, but he wasn't going to be the pick. Ah, fair, fair. The wide receiver was hidden dev too. Good, good. Yeah, guys, let me know after you make your picks. Anything we should know. Yeah, I agreed. So that's why next season, like I'm gonna need a day to basically like set up some rules so you guys can properly set your scouts going forward. I am probably gonna kill it in this draft. Hopefully. I mean, you guys still might have scouted some guys in the last couple days, and the CPU. If you guys are playing Madden, you know that they'll reach and succeed and get your guys from you. But yeah, those two players in the secondary, I was definitely eyeballing. So fingers are crossed. Mark is up with the Seahawks. And again, reminder any users, let me know if you need a timeout. Alaska has used his timeout and trade for the draft. But I mean, if you have to use the washroom or something, hey, let me know. Again, I'm not a dictator. We're all having fun here. I'm just Dom Dillard, right guard out of Washington. Hey, out of Washington, hometown boy. Love that storyline and whatnot. Hopefully he's good for you, Haas. Oh, disappointed. Normal dev. Hopefully the ratings are good and he's a solid overall. Like if he's like a 75 or something, that's still very usable out of the draft. A Washington boy. No, no, no. Alaska, you're Washington the city, Washington D.C. Seattle, Washington is where Washington University is. So the hometown boy did go to the appropriate team. It's all good though, Haas. Yeah, oh, trust, it's confusing. It's like the one US geography thing that always stuck with me. Like there's an Ontario, California, and when it gets abbreviated Ontario, CA, my mind melts. 49ers are up. This is my shadow account, so we'll experiment with it. Skip ahead, advance to next pick. Shaq Hatchett, that is who I favorited for them. It looked like a beast of a wide receiver. All right, so far so good. Madden 25 is going to take a little bit long because a lot of free agency and the Eagles picked the New York Giants and they need to take out Jason Kelsey and Aaron Donald because they retired. Very true, very true. Welcome, Dakota. Jiggles, I've been there. Not a lot going on in Ontario either. Oh, Jerome Bennett, right end, going to the Falcons, helping out their defensive core. Alaska, yeah, you live in Canada, as do I. Well, yeah, U.S. geography, they have a lot more to learn, you know? I mean, 50 states, we have 10 provinces and 3 territories. Clay Gregory, trying to rehab a defense that fell victim to age regression and big, big contracts, people having to walk in free agency. Like their window's still open, but that team is going to look worse this season, I assume. The Lions going with a halfback. The halfbacks are flying off the board here. That'll bring up the Kansas City Chiefs. Like these guys were not projected to all be going first round. Oh, last pick of the first round. Sorry, they picked the New York Giants running back. Sorry, I thought I put that in there. Oh no, I feel you. I feel you, Saquon. And Garrison Elam, right outside the linebacker, Miami, York. Oh, sorry. I have some guys in front of who I think I set on the list as my second. Ah, so Jiggles is still on auto. Guy who skipped the combine in pro day. Ah, oh, my day's going well. Thank you for asking. How about yourself? Jiggles should. Oh, sidebar to Jiggles. Should I just hit skip to let it use your next in the favorites, or let the clock go? How close are you to being home? I'm glad to hear you're doing well. I hope everyone here tonight's doing well. If it's not, hopefully things are going better. All right. Jiggles gave us the green light. The New Orleans Saints, the first pick in the second round, take Blake Frazier, tight end out of Clemson. He's not close to home yet. Fair. Well, I appreciate you being here in spirit. Is that who you wanted? I know you were needing a tight end. Oh, yep, that's who I expected my pick to be. Good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear the experiment is going well. And hey, when EA gets something right, they deserve a tip of the hat. Like, seriously, didn't expect that. I had some round one, two guys in front. Fair. And another halfback going, Jermaine Jefferson out of Michigan to the Patriots. Definitely looking like a strong halfback class. Oh, Rip is saying to skip him as well. Aaron McAllister, left end out of Buffalo. Okay, and he's happy about it. Good, good. Glad to hear it. Hopefully, oh, you know what? We'll take a look for you guys that aren't home yet. If you don't get back before we finish here, we'll take a look at all the how all the user teams did in the draft. We'll do a big, juicy draft recap, and I will also hit the randomizer for the Madden storyline generator. So I'm not sure how many times I've mentioned it on stream and whatnot, but I don't think I mentioned it to you guys. Every offseason, I use the Madden storyline simulator. Hayden Becker, another free safety, going to the Bears. Giants on the clock here. Um, I can give you guys more details if you want. Anyways, after the draft is when I do it. It gives various upgrades and downgrades to up to about 50 players in the league and heavily weighted on the draft class. My favorite football team, Dakota, is the 49ers. Joey, what did you miss? We are now in the start of the second round. My picks, both, I am quite pleased with. Sounds like most of the other users are pleased with theirs. And I'm just explaining the Madden storyline generator. A wide receiver to the Bears. I am on the clock. So there have been a lot of halfbacks going. I was already planning to reach for this guy. Again, a benefit to scouting going well. I think he was projected to be fourth or fifth round, but I don't trust it. I don't trust it when you see that it's a first round talent. Now, again, shout out to Madden School. I know that good speed is, I believe, 91 or 92 speed. I can live with that. A 4.5 for a power halfback, elite physicals, and that's a lot of A's. A nice mid awareness beast, you know? That C awareness is going to hide the fact that this guy is sneaky, sneaky good. Oh, did you have this guy scouted, Alaska? I'm so sorry. Oh, there are tons of halfbacks in this class, my guy. I just need to get Wendell Carson, 92 speed, 94 acceleration, Hidden Dev, 84 strength, Notre Dame. I can dig it. Back to the draft. And the only thing the Chiefs are making it to the Super Bowl is because the refs. Oh, and that's why some away games they will lose. Hot takes, and I'm here for it, my man. Junior Prince, a right guard I was looking at going to the Browns. Thank you, Alaska. Yeah, I'm pleased with that, especially since we moved on from Brian Robinson. Anyways, sorry, the story generator. There's just so much happening. What a fun, fast-paced draft, unlike real life. Quality problem to have. I'm gonna hit the refresh on the spreadsheet, and it will give a bunch of upgrades and downgrades to the draft. For just the draft itself, it's usually about 10 players get slightly better or worse. For any user team, I'm not going to apply any downgrades as like a gift, and also since it's last minute, you're hearing about it, and as a thank you. Next draft and off season, the downgrades will apply, and that's for any downgrades that come up in the storyline generator. And anyone who's interested, I usually fill out every player that I edit in my phone. I can send that document, or I'll post it in the Discord that I'm going to make. I have a few fun clerical dork things to do in the background. And Bronco is up with his pick. Donovan Goodson, I scouted him a bit. Excellent free safety. I think the Bucks got a good one. Alaska. See, the issue is I didn't scout any of them aside from QBs because I'm operating upon what the AI gave. Yeah, that was definitely a disadvantage, or at least advantage I had in this first draft. But if you guys stick with the whole season, you'll get to select your own scouts for next year. Dakota, Tom Brady is retired from football. Sorry, I'm really smart. You're not wrong, my man. Nailed it. Joey, I think Carson is a hit or miss, and to be safe, it's best to go with it anyway. But I get that being a first round talent while in the second is a good move. Oh, well, thank you. And Andrew Bowden. This was such a deep wide receiver class. I don't remember Bowden just by the name, but I'm sure Bronco did his due diligence, and I hope it's a slam dunk of a pick, my man. Oh, the Texans have back-to-back seconds. Didn't realize that. Very cool. Another safety going to the Cowboys. Eagles fan, fair, fair. As a 49ers fan, my guy, I feel your pain in losing the Super Bowl. It's fun to get there and ride the ride for the month of January, but god damn, that's frustrating. And a corner going to the Steelers. Texans on the clock. We will let the time run out of respect to Corey. I'm not sure if he's here or not. But just in case he's on his way, we will let it go. Let it go until we hear otherwise. Let's see if there were any other transactions in the draft so far. Corey doing some position editing, I see. Yeah, it's because of the Chiefs. It's been a while. The Ravens, they did, I think, they beat the poop out of the 49ers. Yeah, although, you know what? It is fun being a fan of a team that at least is often in contention. Like, there are some poverty franchises, like the Cardinals, which is why I'm using them in this series. Not sure if Corey was able to get in the draft or not. Oh, when you select a player in any of the menus, you can hit edit player. And I'm fine with position editing, like within reason, like moving a lineman to another spot on the line, especially rookies because they don't exist. My heart would break if like Tristan Wirfs was moved to center, but or like Laramie Tunsil, guard Keelan Thomas, another wide receiver off the board. So it looks like the wideouts are picking up here in the second round after the halfbacks were going early. And yeah, you know what? If you want to move defensive players around, I'm fine with it. Usually they're best at what they start with. So I don't consider it too cheesy. The only one I'm not okay with is a wide receiver to tight end because tight ends are not that fast. Like moving a really fast player to tight end, no. That's a hard nay. I think Travis Kelce should retire. He probably only has another few seasons in him. Dude is deceptively old because he played a lot of college. I think he's 5 months younger than Rob Gronkowski, which is a fact that usually melts people's brains. It's either 5 or 15. They're close in age though. I was about to ask, where do you suggest moving a wide receiver? LOL. Well, a wide receiver should probably stay at wide receiver. Sometimes, like, it makes sense to move them to halfback, but oh, sorry, there's just a lot of stuff coming up at once. Uh, he's like 30 something. Yeah, I think mid 30s. I have seven, not including the second overall pick. Hey, Hobbsy. Um, we are about halfway through the second round now. Speaking selfishly, I've made three picks. I think all three were slam dunks. Seems like most of the other users, there's seven in total. Well, two of them are myself. So there's eight not AI teams. Two are me and six others. Jiggles is here. He's the Saints. Lobo Hobbs chilling on the off season. LOL. Yeah, he decided to show up for the draft, support the squad. One of those good locker room guys. And James Sullivan, halfback out of Louisville. So yeah, the halfbacks fast and furiously going off. Packers on the clock. And since it's a computer team, they usually make their picks in about 20 to 30 seconds. And just salutations and greetings happening in the chat between the chatters. What? An outside linebacker that I know very little on. Landon's made it. The namesake for both the head coach of the New Orleans Saints and one of their players. Alaska, please give me the halfback I'd like, LOL. I can't trade up again. I can't. That's right. When's your next pick there, Alaska? Not every team's going to take a halfback. If they've already taken one, chances are they won't take another, you know? And some teams are set, like fourth round. There'll still be good players around there, I think. Can't believe Aaron Rodgers is not going to play this season. Is he not? Oh, okay. Gil Gordon, he's the guy I scouted. He's excellent. I think he's a steal. If Whitlock hadn't fallen to me, I had my eyes on Gordon. He might though. I mean, he's under contract. I can think of about 30 million reasons why he should play this year. And outside linebackers, some defensive help for the Colts. Now, Bengals might go halfback, even though I said we'll see a slowdown there, but they did lose Joe Mixon in the offseason. I don't recall seeing them sign or trade for anyone. Yeah, they go Heath Williams, free safety. Dakota, your Eagles are on the clock. Well, the AI version of them, at least. Second best QB in the NFL. Oh, Alaska. I have two backup picks for halfback. Just one is a created player. Hey, why not? Let it fly, man. The Eagles going lineman. That makes sense. They a couple of their linemen retired in this offseason. Raiders up on the clock. Pick 25 of the second round. And it's a cornerback out of Northern Illinois. Yes, I'm having trouble reading the white on gray. Getting old and whatnot. Quincy Webster, wide receiver out of LSU, taken by the Jags. So there's a few teams I'm kind of interested to see what trades they make because it feels like they're close or missing a few pieces. Ravens are interesting. They had no first round pick, so this is their first pick of the draft, I believe, and close to the salary cap, so they needed something. Wide receiver, I can dig it. I was sad Jason Kelsey retired. I feel you, man. Yeah. He's one of just the most likable football players in recent memory. Like his Q rating, through the roof. Jaguars back on the clock. Double dipping in the second round. And taking the cornerback Gaddis, who I think I remember being good, but once I saw, I think Tolbert's his name, I knew who I wanted. Thanks, Dean. Mark is up. Seahawks GM. Oh, going Tom Rose, tight end out of Iowa State. Yeah, he looked like an absolute god. There were a few tight ends I had my peepers on. Hidden Dev, good for you, my man. Bills are up. Patrick Farmer, strong safety out of LSU. 2 out of 3 hidden devs for Mark so far. Good for you, man. That's really good. Like less than half, I feel like, are hidden dev. He was my backup plan if Allen was gone. Yeah, I feel you, Bronco. He's one of the guys I definitely had my eyes on. I'm not thrilled. Am I going to stream tomorrow? Not sure. Most likely not. I think I'll be back on Wednesday with another one though. Alaska, second last pick before we start the sim. Also, are hidden devs good? Yes, it means their potential is higher, and it's at least star or above. And the Saints are now on the clock. Oh, Jiggle says skip. And he takes Bobby Boucher out of LSU, going staying in Louisiana. Oh, the third created player. I love it. And I think, unless I got like, there's so many white boy tight ends, I couldn't really keep their names straight. I'm hoping the one that I had my eyes on is still here. It does not look like he is. Minute left. All right, now we get to see pivoting on the fly when you don't realize the player you want is taken. Uh, yeah, yeah, we're gonna go with. Damn, did not realize that happened. That stings. All right, going with Knowles. It's okay. I don't have much time to preview him because I have 20 seconds left. All right, all right. Terrible speed, but he's the thickest D tackle in the draft. 94 strength. It might have been the one Jiggles took, now that I'm thinking about it. Frazier? Oh, there were like 4 white boy tight ends. He was one of the like 6'5", 6'6" dudes. Why, it wasn't Kendrick. Oh, Kendrick fell then. Oh yeah, I'm not mad at it at all. And that's why you just pivot, move down the list. Yes, yes, he was excellent. I think that that's the guy I had my eye on then. Oh, Rippa says skip. And Alexander Jennings, a right guard out of Vanderbilt. Sounds like that's who he wanted. Oh yeah, we can definitely do that. This is still one of our users, though, my man. The last two actually were. So, Mark, let me know if you do need a timeout there. Yeah, a lot of user picks to start round 3 to be sure. It'll speed up in a little bit. Oh, Mason Melvin. He was a guard I was looking at too. And out of Washington. I kind of dig Mark's staying local strategy. Wait, is someone the Giants? Is anyone the Giants? I just that was confusing. Okay, there we go. Going to the favorites list. Hmm. Is this the guy I want? Should I really just want best white guy available? I'm going to reach because I think this guy's a stud. Fifth fastest wide receiver in the class, and he's 6'5". Normal dev, okay, it happens, but 94 speed at 6'5". Yeah, I'm not upset. Is anybody the Chargers? No, nobody's the Chargers. All right, I know Joey's a Jets fan, so we'll at least see who they pick. Okay, so the user teams are the Cardinals are me, the 49ers are also me, the Seahawks, who is D Chuck in the chat. Dean Ripa is the Rams. The Saints is Jiggles. The Broncos is Wild Bronco, appropriately. Alaska is the Commanders, and Corey, not Corey Coconut from the Discord, Corey from here is the Texans. So those are the 8 user teams. Oh, a halfback. Good. All right. Wild Bronco, you're on the clock, my man. Let's see where the Broncos go here in round 3. Did you know that Patrick Mahomes was a kid? He liked the Cowboys and he hates taking pictures. I hate having my picture taken. That's relatable. And Rams, Texans, Saints, Cardinals, Commanders, Seahawks, 49ers, and Broncos. Got it. Right on. Again, if any of you guys need a pause when it's your pick, let me know. Might be interested in the Chargers. Nice, yeah. They have some nice building blocks. You could have a chance to play Harbaugh. Wow, embarrassing. Oh, Nick Burgess, right outside linebacker. Hope he's a good one for you, Haas. All right, we'll skip ahead to the Texans. There we go. All right, it's working. It's working. Haven't heard from Corey yet, but thank you for coming, Dakota. I appreciate you, Haas. You have a great evening. And we will, out of respect, give Corey the full draft timer in case he is showing up late. People that couldn't make it, they can just let us know in the chat to skip. Well, thank you kindly. When people are nice to me, that's when my Southern comes out. Is it just the draft tonight or full off season? Well, the draft happens after the off season. The off season has been progressing over the course of the last few days. I have been recording off stream. Knowing myself, I might not ever get that edited and put together, but I'll definitely take a look at our team and I'll show you guys all of the user teams as well. There's eight of them. I mean, we'll do that at the end. So if you guys want to dip after the draft, see the results of that, by all means. But for those that are interested, we will go through everything there. And let me know if you want to see your team. Like, if you want to see what the Vikings did, they got Tony Pollard. Interesting halfback option. All right. We're skipping ahead to the next user pick. And that'll be the 49ers, which is me on my wife's account. So we will just see who they end up picking and move on. Hey, good. One of the halfbacks that I queued up for them. Excellent draft by me in the background, if I do say so myself. So we'll skip ahead two picks to see Mark as the Seahawks here. Oh, were you looking at him too? Oh, that was him. Shoot. Mark, you're up. And you still have a timeout if you want / need one. Missing out on that tight end is tough. And as per our rules, if I want to trade for one before the season, like if I want to trade for one, I've already traded for an 82 or higher overall offensive player, so has to be 81 or under. D'Angelo Crutchfield, one of the best generated names I've seen, the defensive tackle. I hope he's good for you, man. Normal dev. You run a 3-4 though, and you have a superstar dev D tackle already. So I mean, he's just good depth. Good depth. Tony Pollard is exciting, says Hobbsy. Was hoping to move him to an end. Ah, well, you still can. Since we've a bevy of users coming up, we'll see the Chiefs pick because they're hurting. They were up against the cap. So they take a quarterback. One who I'm quite sure is not good. Anyways, Jiggles, if you're still here, do you want me to skip or do you want the full 90? Or if you're close to being home, we can hit the pause. He is not. All right. No, you dirty dog. Oh, literally who I was going to take with this next pick. That's okay. He looked speedy and very good. Let me know if he was a hidden dev. LOL. Yes, we might see before you do. All right. You know what? This is why we have the rule. Hey, I'm all for it. This is why I wanted users in here. I've been sniped twice already. So I'm going to take my pause. I will not need the whole allotted period of time. And I'm going to trade away this pick. And get a 2026 third rounder. Ooh, a third and a fifth. Third and a seventh this year. Third 2 years away. I like the this Eagles combo, but would the Colts be worse? No, a third and a fifth. That's obviously better. What am I even thinking? We're taking this. All right, and just because I want to see if they make me regret it, I want to know who the Eagles take with this pick. They take a quarterback, Juan Douglas. All right, you do you. Lionel Preston, right outside linebacker out of Houston. All right, making my selection. So, with so many of the guys I like being sniped hither and yon, like all of the linemen I liked are also gone, basically. Taking this cornerback that was projected undrafted, but his third, fourth round talent because I scouted him fully. And he's in the top 5 in speed at the position with elite acceleration and elite agility. D awareness, and look at the A's. Like, he's going to be a low overall beast because awareness is a vanity stat. Lynn Burton, oh, he's a hidden dev. I did not expect that. I assumed he was definitely normal dev. Stud. Reach or success? You be the judge. And that puts Markup on the board with the 5th pick in the 4th round. Well, thank you. Been sniped twice. So I have 2 picks left myself. Hidden dev for Mark. Moses Randolph, wide receiver out of Florida. Nice. Jiggles, nice bounce back from getting sniped. Well, thank you. Yeah, reloaded. Got a 3rd and a 5th for next year. And you know what? I didn't need that linebacker because I'm planning to use Owen, Simmons, and I'm moving data from safety to linebacker as well. So I have my linebacking starters set. I feel fine. All right. Alaska, I hope you're ready because we're nearing your pick, my man. Everything above 90 except jumping and strength. Hey! That looks like a hell of a pick, my man. Well done. All right, Commanders, you are on the clock. The 12th pick in the 4th round. And it's a nice block of users as we have Mark with the Seahawks again and Wild Bronco with the Broncos to follow them up. Oh, Dakota's back. Had to go to the store. Hope they had everything that you went for, my man, and it went well. Draft the smallest guy was my last pick. We'll call him the toothpick. Oh, Forrest Gump going to the Manders. And Spencer Tyson, tight end, going to the Seahawks. Yes, well, Alaska, all the that was something I did spoil when I messaged you guys. All the caps are exactly star dev, so it won't be any higher, but that is still very good and very buildable. And that brings up Bronco. No, I mean, still something to be excited for. I just didn't want you to think that it might be higher than that. And you can certainly get it developed to be higher than that if he simulates well. And Warren Elliott, linebacker out of Ohio State. Might take another halfback too. Still see another one who could be good. Yeah, why not? Maybe have them platoon or they fight for the position in the preseason. All right. We're going to skip ahead to the next user pick. Oh my gosh. So that's Jiggles, the first pick of the fifth round. So we cleared a bit of time there. I assume we are still. Yeah, okay, and Jiggles immediately confirms it. What a hoss. And Tyrone Keenan, left end out of LSU. Oh, I might be confusing him with another Keenan in the draft. He might have fallen. And the Commanders are up due soon. I'm just going to quickly take a look at the draft board, see if there are any hilarious people that have yet to be picked. Wow, a few. Considering it's the fifth round, some people projected to go much higher are sliding. Some people going off board. Love to see that. Wait, what? What did I select? Oh, I hit manage staff. He was projected and drafted, but I liked some of his revealed stats. Fair. All right, skip to next user pick is what I meant to select. Ask Keen if he knows where Kel is. Get an orange soda. And that will bring the Commanders back up on the board. Russ Dixon, halfback out of Harvard. Weird. I don't know what happened to my voice there. Harvard. Normal dev. Well, that's okay. Tiny Stolars was a normal dev, and he's up to a star dev now after his 2 touchdown playoff performance. And you're back on the board, so shoot your shot, my man. We're making excellent time. I expected the draft to take longer. Whenever I've done this by myself, like off stream, I don't have the time constraint, so I end up just sitting, poring over guys for minutes at a time. I kind of like this. This adds more volatility to the proceedings. Another normal dev. Hey, dude, most players, especially in the lower ranges, are going to be that. I mean, one of my third rounders was normal dev. Agreed. This is a lot of fun, and it'll be better for next season when you guys get to control your own scouting. Anyways, I should be skipping ahead. And we're still in the fifth round here. Devonta Peppers, quarterback out of Louisville, going to the Chargers. That's a fun name. Ah. John Tucker, right outside linebacker out of Oklahoma, Boomer Sooner. And the Commanders take Trey Contreras, center out of Oklahoma. And I am up in 2 picks. Okay, all of Jiggles' picks are going to be skip ahead. Fair. And I honestly have no idea what I'm going to do in the next 90 seconds here. I need to pick someone. So I'm just going to take a look at my favorites list and blindly pick. Oh, I could take a stab at someone. You know what? Maybe. Does anyone fall at tight end? Day 3. No, no. I will just find my tight end through other means. I'm going to get this tackle. He's the only lineman I had left, projected to be undrafted, but weirdly good physicals for someone that low, like B awareness, B impact block. If he's any good, he'll be a project, but outside of run block finesse, he's kind of good. A to C run block, I mean, I could see him being something. Oh, I will take that. He's either star or superstar. He's 23, so that's not ideal. Obviously, it's better if the guys you draft are on the younger side, but hey, better to be lucky than good. I wish that wide receiver was hidden, Dev. We'll just skip ahead manually here. Marvin Floyd, middle linebacker out of Georgia, taken. Let's see who gets taken by me in the background. Dylan Keenan, middle linebacker out of Wisconsin. He also looked good, but I'm fine without Myers. 5 Ds of dodgeball. I dig that. And the Saints are up shortly. Let's sim up to them. In the sixth round with the first selection, Jiggles and his staff have selected Bobby Grayson, punter out of Grand Valley State. Jiggles, if you're here, what did you see in Bobby? And Mark, you're up next. We are simming ahead to your pick, I believe, fourth in the sixth round here. Fifth, pardon me. As Rod Franklin, a wide receiver I was looking at, gets taken. Timeout, you got it. We'll give you an extra 5 there, my man, and then you'll still have the minute when the timer's back. I mean, if you need an extra minute or two, that's fine. You do your thing, Haas. Saw some stats I liked. Also get a cheap punter contract for 4 years. Yeah, valid. I mean, I'm on that with OP McAfee right now, so I feel you. So both Alaska and Jiggles grabbing all 4 of the caps. It'll be interesting to see when I get to play you guys. One thing that's nice when you do skip to the draft screen, it unlocks the schedule for the upcoming season. And if memory serves, we do play the Saints. Actually, I play user GMs, I think 3 of the first 4 games. We will go over that afterwards, obviously. We're on to more important things right now. Say, let's while we wait for Mark, let's take a look around the league, see if there are any CPU transactions in the background. Oh, Mark's pick was made. Looks like nothing. David Griffith, wide receiver out of LSU. Hope it's a good one for you, my man. And the Commanders are on the clock in the sixth round, 12th pick. Mistakes were made, normal dev, sad. Nothing to be sad about, dude. That's still good. That's still a good thing. Like if he's like a 70 something overall, he's very usable, and that can be built up. And if his physicals are good, sometimes they just play well regardless. That's why Ripa traded for Calvin Austin. Dude's just got 95 speed, and I don't know if any receiver in this draft class has 95 or better speed. Some physicals you just can't teach, you know? Right end, Eric Ankrum out of Michigan State, normal dev. You know what? Most of the guys this late are going to be that. And we'll skip ahead one. Wild Bronco, you're up next. Like, we're just throwing darts right now. Most of these guys are probably just going to be, roster depth. All right. I don't want anyone to be sad, you know? See, when I'm being nice, my Southern comes out, which is not good considering I'm from Northern Ontario. So, really, I'm just, what is that? Appropriating. Yes. Bless my heart. Damn it. There. Tycon Winters, defensive tackle out of Michigan State. I'm seeing a lot of Michigan State on this. Dean, do you want me to skip you as well? Another D tackle in back-to-back picks. All right. Johnny Schaefer, wide receiver out of Mississippi State. Is that who you wanted? Apparently his list is gone. Oh, Commanders are on the clock as well. And Dalton Van Pelt, another punter taken out of the draft. I guess he heard what Jiggles had to say and was like, yeah, I will take a cheap punter. Didn't you give a contract to Mitch Wisnowski, though, my man? David Daly, right guard out of TCU. Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair. And Bryson Jackson, you take another QB. Broncos up next. Heh, fair enough. Hunter Hamels, left outside linebacker. There were a disproportionately large number of white boys in this draft. And yes, they went through the entire favorites list that I put on the 49ers, so that's just a complete CPU pick. And a CPU pick of a tight end for the Rams. So let's see if RNGesus shines on some people here. And it's my last pick of the draft, seventh round, fourth pick. Let's see if I have anyone left on the favorites list. There are people that are projected in the second round still here. How is that possible? This guy is fast, which is why I was looking at him. Third fastest receiver in the draft. He's a little fella. Low awareness, so terrible route running. But he's fast. Sure. Stop it. I'm sorry, guys. That is the fluke of flukes. Dude is ugly. I gotta change his face. If you edit your players, feel free to change their faces. Yeah, he's probably like a 60 overall. Anyways, I will take that. We'll get a full recap with people's ratings and attributes afterwards. We will skip ahead now. Jiggles, I don't know if it's his last pick or not, but in the seventh round, they take right guard Jermaine Vasher out of Colorado. Houston Texans are on the clock. Haven't heard from Corey yet, but we'll pay our respects. You know what? I will pull up the laptop. Yeah, well, hey, I mean, I had a list like 30 deep, and of that, about 12 guys that were projected to go undrafted, and I only had three left with my pick in the seventh. So I feel you there, man. Can't believe I hit on Jenkins. How come that's the receiver that gets the hidden dev, not the like 6'4", 90 some speed? Threatening to change his face. I was just saying casually calling a guy ugly and threatening to change his face. Well, I mean, you are allowed to edit people's faces and names, and I think that's fun. Let people make their drafted players be their own. It's an option I wish the NHL games gave us. I ran out of water. I'm starting to get parched. I wonder how many user picks are even left here. And the Texans take another wide receiver, Michael Pearson, out of North Texas. Bully for them. And looks like this is the last user quote unquote pick of the draft. Wayne Cumberland. I know nothing about this fella. You know, I'm not going to know anything about any of them. So let's just finish the draft off here. Thank you, guys. We'll be going for a few more minutes as we hit the draft recap, and then I reveal the editing your players yet. Yes, if you guys don't mind, I'm going to start with my own. All right, our first two picks, we picked 20th and 22nd, getting a 278 overalls, both hidden dev. Love to see that. The halfback I potentially reached for is a 77 with good speed for a power back. I mean, he's not perfect, but he's good. I could be clicking on these guys' player cards. You know what? We'll do this quickly, though. If you guys want to know more, we can go through that in the future. Noble, 73 overall, D tackle. Normal dev on this wide receiver, 70. Solid. I'll probably use him as a slot corner. He's 22. I dig that. Joshua Dodge, right tackle, little on the older side, but 65 hidden dev, sure. And Neil Jenkins, 68 overall. Again, an older guy, but can't. Everyone's going to have their warts in the later rounds. So, in no particular order besides alphabetical for user team results, we will start with the Broncos. Take all day to load, why don't you? There we go. Getting Alan Myers, tight end, 73 overall in the first round, but 87 speed, 90 acceleration. He's going to be a beast. Andrew Bowden, 73 wide receiver in the second. Not sure if any of these guys are hidden dev for you, Bronco, but those first two picks are proper good. The other ones, depending, could be all right. Burgess might have been a bit of a reach. Although, one of Burgess or Elliott will probably be workable. Still, fine draft, my man. Especially since you guys had many more limitations than I did. I got to scout the whole year. That was a tough assignment, to be sure. Plenty of picks here for Alaska. Check the Jets for tight end and rename him for me. You got it, Joey. Anyone else have requests? Let me know. Right, what am I doing clicking on them? We knew that already. 83 overall. That might be the highest overall in the draft class. And 74 for QB is excellent. Those 1 and 2 picks were slam dunks. That punter, my man. Woo-wee. Dalton Van Pelt, 73. Yeah, very happy with Talbot. I see why. Definitely some fine other pieces as well. Like those high 60s can turn into good players. Like Owen Popo is that data who has been all over my streams. He started out as a 67 out of the draft. 7th rounder. Turned into a stud. Let's see how my shadow self did. Only 5 picks. And only 3 of them I actually queued up. Shaq Hatchett. Let's go. Wait, why am I saying that? We have to play these guys. Hidden dev wide receiver, 94 speed, 92 excel, and 6'5" out of Michigan. Monster. It's like a better version of the wide receiver I drafted. And the hidden dev, oof. I made the wrong choice. Guys that have 99 in stats. Data was a 99 hit power out of the draft. Like there's some cool things that Madden did to improve draft classes this year. Hidden dev on the halfback, the maybe future heir apparent to CMC. 92 speed, not the. Oh, he's a power light. Look at that 75-75 split. That is an excellent player build. Very cool. And Dylan Keenan. Okay, normal dev. 89 speed. Was a fast middle linebacker I was looking at. Oh, Alaska was looking at him too. That has a sting because, like, yeah, 75 is proper good for end of the third. Let's take a look at the Jets for Joey here. Did they take a tight end? They did. Taylor Pritchard, 72 overall. Hidden dev. Superstar. Superstar Joey Maple, I think, is what we're going to say now. Wish I had scouted this guy. I needed a tight end out of the draft. I would have loved this dude. Thank you for watching and being the contributor you have been, Joey. And the Jets will be pleased to have you. If you have any number suggestion, let me know. We'll leave it as this for right now, but they are blessed to have you. And Aaron Rodgers is still on that roster at like 41. He's down in the high 70s overall, but whatever. 5th round, as if. 5th round superstar, blocking style tight end. 78 speed. Okay, that is a weird but very cool prospect. Jets did great as just a sidebar. Oh, one moment. Oh, hello. Just 1 second, guys. My wife's home. Hi, you're home early. That's wonderful. I'm going to wrap this up very, like right now. All right, guys, I'm going to step it up. Wife's home early, and no offense to any of you, she's my favorite, so. Oh, I'll definitely send you the info, Landon, for how to assume control of the Chargers. Number 18. All right, we will do that. So the next team we have to look at are the Rams for Ripa here. 79 corner out of the draft. So with the fourth overall pick, looks like they did well. Let's check the dev. If it'll let me. Yep. Looking like a beast. Probably top of your team's depth chart there now at 79, coming out as a rookie. Does not look like you hit on the left end, though, my man. That is tough. A 67 with an early second. That's another cool thing about Madden. You actually see draft busts. The guard you got, though, a 74 in the third round. That's very good. And hidden devs, so you definitely 2 out of 3 is excellent there. And let's take a look at you with your white boy wide receivers. Normal dev on him. Oh, it's the real life Snoop. He realizes Lindsay is home and is pumped. Normal dev on that QB. And Reggie Holcomb. Normal on him too. Jiggles with the Saints. Dennis David. Yes, indeed. Beastly, beastly player. He'll be a welcome addition to the Saints, I'm sure. Lake Frazier. Yeah, this was the guy I was looking at, I think. Well, great pick. Wish I had made it. I literally traded Trey McBride thinking I was going to reach and take this player. I was a round late. He took him first pick, second round. I was thinking early third. And in his early third, he took Bobby Boucher, one of the created players. Shout out Wild Bronco, Broncos GM, who was the brainchild of this. 90 speed, 99 hit power, 90 tackle, 95 excel, but deeply lacking in the skills. So purely an athlete. Oh yeah, Jiggles, you crushed this draft class. Plus, I love the story of Louisiana for Boucher. Oh, that tight end, it breaks my soul just a little bit that you got him. Paul Myers. Yeah, the other guy I had my eyes on. Well done. Only quote unquote a 71, but hidden dev with 89 speed. I think he's going to be a good thing for you, my man. I guess new draft strategy, best white guy available. Tyrone Keenan, left end, 71 out of the draft. Wow, Jiggles. My man. Scorching us here. Your one miss, which I think was not someone you even would have queued up likely. It's not even a miss that late in the draft. What am I saying? A lottery ticket you didn't win. And the punter, Bobby Grayson. Stop it. And he has the same awful face as, what's his name, McIntyre? 92 kick power out of the draft, a 74. Wild. Wearing Taysom Hill's, he has old number because he's probably not with the Saints anymore. So Landon, Jiggles, you guys had an excellent draft. 5 stars. Seahawks, let's see how my buddy Mark did. Dalvin Huntington, left outside linebacker. Hidden dev crushed it. Love his face. You don't see that one come up too often. Dom Dillard, hey, getting a center? That's a 71? I mean, still, he will be a worthwhile lineman. You can build him up. Now, I don't think the opportunity for dev upgrades has a lot of possibility. Tom Rose is another tight end I was looking at. You guys just sniping hither and yon. Crushed that one. Higher overall, slightly slower. We'll see. You know what? We'll take a look in a few seasons. We'll follow the trajectories of Rose and Frazier, or whatever their names end up being. Time to drive home. Um, but I'll get to fiddle with my team later. Nice. Bronco, Grayson is Patrick Mahomes' long lost twin punter. LOL. Yeah, fair. You guys all did great, especially considering I had considerably more prep time. Crushed it with Mason. And getting linemen that are good is a very good way of cheaply building a team. Linemen are expensive when they're on the open market. Both types. Even that's not a bad pick, starting out at 70 out of the draft. Especially when we get into these later picks. Moses Randolph. What a great name as well. You might not even want to change that. Oh, 96 speed, 97 acceleration. Didn't realize how fast that boy was. And hidden dev? Mark. I mean, there are players you picked earlier that'll probably be more significant, but that is a steal. Oh, you got to get him in the rotation. Excellent pick. Going double dipping on tight ends. This one was a normal dev, but who cares? You hit the lottery on Rose there. And the last wide receiver, even being a 69 out of the draft is pretty strong, especially late in the process. He's a number 4 receiver. Ooh. All right, let's see the Texans for Corey. That's an unfortunate one, but the high overall, that can be built up easily. Oh, these menus, sometimes the online leagues, they can be a little sticky. Nice. He hit on the second guy, though. That wide receiving core is dangerous, as they have Jalen Waddle in Houston now. The halfback. Oh, James Sullivan was normal dev. Looks decent, though. It's just not even wanting me to see these picks. And hit it out of the park on the next one. So getting 2 halfbacks, but Luke Mills came through. And just because Hobbsy's here potentially, we'll have a quick glance at the Vikings. This Walter Boss, who I kept seeing all over the place. Yep, he looks good. And I was, 76. Gil Gordon. If I didn't get Whitlock, I was 100% drafting this boy. I'm glad with who I got, but I'm excited to see what he becomes. Loading data, it says. All right, while it eventually loads this stuff up, all right, we'll do a quick look across the whole NFL, round by round. See if anyone jumps out at us. Obviously, that 83 overall wide receiver. Ooh, the halfback that went 6 overall is an 82. Chargers drafting a 78 overall running back. This was a strong class. A lot of high 70s in various positions. This will also give us an idea how things shook out with the picks. Oh, I'm so sorry, Repa. The first of the early picks that didn't pan out. Yeah, I would say Gordon or the halfback I got, if I want to be cocky, might be the two of the stronger picks that round. You see, when you get to the third round, the 70s stop showing up as often. This was a very strong draft class. I guess we're still in third there, but that was an excellent pick in the fourth by Mark. Yeah, either Mark or the Raiders killed it in the fourth round, I would say. Jiggles and Joey Maple going to the Jets look like the best players that came up in the fifth. Oh, never mind. Harold Sawyer, a 75 overall wide receiver, going to the Falcons. 93 speed. Hey, how did we all miss this guy? Never mind, that's the steal of the fifth. What's whose potential? Oh, the fifth round wide receiver. Yeah, good call, good call. Let's check. All right, so the last thing before we go, well, after we check Sawyer's potential here. No, yeah, dev trade, I guess it's called in this game. Normal, but nevertheless, they can build on that, especially when you're starting out as a 75 out of the draft. He'll be playing. All right, so here are the spreadsheet results. A reminder that any of the negative results will not affect you guys. So early round bust. There was one based on the spreadsheet, the Patriots' second round pick. You know what? I'll just go through these edits later, but I'll announce them right now. Surprise late round star. Oddly enough, the Patriots' fourth round pick and the Bengals' third round pick. You know what? Yeah, we'll just go to these as they come up. We'll go Bengals first. Bengals was their third. So Kevin Gonzalez gets surprise late round star, which all of these will have various bonuses. I can explain in more detail later, but these are all good things here. And the Patriots fourth. Let's look at the Patriots whole draft because they have two things coming up here. All right, so early round bust, it's their second rounder. They have two second rounders, so I'll just select one of these people to get the second round, get the early round bust trait. You won't stay that high over the cap, and the fourth round, so it'll be Lionel Preston. The other upgrades and downgrades happen after we jump to the preseason. That's all well and good. No one got the breakout year one. Impressive week of practice. The 49ers first round pick of the draft, the Saints first round pick of the draft, the Seahawks first round pick of the draft, and the Chargers first round pick of the draft. Player slower in pads is the 49ers fifth rounder. Also, for those teams I just announced, the 49ers, Chargers, Saints, and Seahawks, it's their first round pick, gets a slight physical upgrade boost, and arrives faster than normal. 5 of them showed up here. One of them is my own, so one of my third round picks, I'm going to be selfish and go on to my own team here. So if you have multiple picks in these rounds, you have to let me know which one you want. So this one arrives faster than advertised. This is a speed and acceleration upgrade and an increase of 1 to the dev trait. I have 2 to choose from since it's third round. I'm going to go with the wide receiver, obviously. But I get that for my third round pick. The Chargers, again on here, get it for their second round pick. The Saints get it for their fourth round pick. The Packers get it for their second round pick, and the Seahawks get it for their fourth round pick. And looks like the Saints and Chargers have the Workout Warrior one. I can share this with you guys later, but just wanted to announce those now to explain the edits that are coming. We will do the next advance in about 12 hours' time, which will take us to the preseason. Take care. Hope you all have a good night. Thank you for coming out and checking out the draft. For my own franchise, I would consider it a big success. Thank you to the user GMs. Looking forward to this coming season. You guys are going to make this a much better experience all in all. Appreciate y'all coming out and spending time you could have spent anywhere else with me tonight. Bye now.